Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm getting started working on a ball gown type of elegant dress that I'm going to be wearing to a fancy function. Today is February 22nd. Is today the 22nd? February 22nd, and this event is not until May. But I got to get started now, so I'm going to take you step by step each day that I work on this. I want to show you the parts that I'm doing to get to the event. So I got some fabric this time from the fabric store. A lot of the things I've been buying lately have come from the Goodwill, but I got real fabric this time. This pink colored fabric. It has a shiny side and a more of a dull side. So this is going to be the base of the dress. This is the shiny side right here. This is the dull side, and this is the overlay piece. So I'm thinking about just having it in the front and then using some little pieces just to embellish the sleeves around the cuffs, and then make a tie possibly in the back. This is what it looks like up close. It's embroidered with all these flowers, pinks and peaches and oranges, and then of course greens for the stems and a little bit of brown, some tan. Just really pretty. I've never worked with anything like this before, this very thin chiffon like material, but we're gonna learn together and see how it goes. I purchased a pattern from Etsy that I'm using for the base of the dress. It's a sleeveless dress, so I am adding my own sleeves to it, and I'm updating the sleeves to make them more poofy. So it's the same sleeve I have used in the past, but I'm modifying it to make it poofy, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to modify it. I love a poofy shoulder. So those are the things that I'm doing, and then I'm going to do the overlay just off the top of my head, or however it feels right to do. I'm not following any kind of pattern to do that, but I'll show you that entire process, and if you're interested, then I hope you keep watching. Here's the sleeve pattern as it was before, and then this is the new pattern added on, and these added extensions will create the ruffle around the shoulder, so it can be switched back and forth to the regular sleeve or the slight ruffle to the bigger ruffle. And then the ruffle can be spread out across the sleeve however you like. You can bunch it more so at the top of the shoulder, or you could spread it down the sides, more in the front or more in the back, whichever you decide. Here is the pattern piece cut, and I'm going to lay out all the pieces now, and we're going to attach them all together and see what this dress is going to look like with this fabric. Okay, this is the layout. So it's about 11 o'clock. Today is February 24th, Monday, February 24th. It's approximately 11 o'clock. I'm going to work until 1 for 2 hours, see how far I can get. And as I'm taking breaks and pausing, I will come back and just, because I want to check in and give time checks to see how long each thing is going to take me. And I have the full day, most of the day to myself to work on this. So this is the front panel of the dress. This is the middle section, and these are the two front side pieces. So I'm going to connect these three. I just put the sleeves here. We're not ready for those yet, but I'm going to move those out. I just wanted to place them here so you can see what the layout is going to look like. So we're going to do the front panel, and then I'll show you the pieces for the back panel and how we're going to attach everything. So I finished the two seams. I attached those three pieces together, and This is a time check of how long that took. But this is how it looks. Those princess seams is what made this curve in for the bust line. And then it comes down, down, down. But I'm going to lay it out on the floor so we could easily see it. And then I'll come back and serge it and then move on to the other section. These are the 4 back pieces. So with this, you can place a zipper on the side. These are going to be the side seams, how this is going to attach to the front piece. So the instructions say that you can put a zipper here. I'm putting my zipper down the back. So these are the middle back pieces. These are the side back pieces. I'm just going to attach them all together, even though I am going to put a zipper in here. I'm just going to estimate the zipper, and I'm going to sew like a wide stitch for that section, and then I'll tighten the stitch as it goes down. I like to make the seam first and then attach the zipper. So I'm just going to attach all 4 pieces, clip them together, and then sew them straight down. And then I'll come back when these pieces are attached. And a quick time check, 12:04. We're going to add the facing. So these are the pieces that are going to attach to around the collar. This one is actually going to go in the front, but I already added interfacing. It makes it a little bit stronger. So this piece here is going to be on the front, but I have these 2 pieces. These are going to be on the back and on the inside of the garment. We attach it to the right sides together. And this gets sewed around the neckline like this. These will attach, and then once it's sewn on right here, then it flips over and it will be at the back. So it'll be like the lining that makes the neckline sealed up, because right now it's just a raw edge, but when it gets folded over, it closes that raw edge, and then it becomes like a little bit of a lining on the top of the garment. And the same with the front piece. So I decided to overlock all the seams that I want, and I'm on the last one. So time check on that, 12:14. I started just a few minutes ago, so it only took me probably less than 10 minutes to overlock these seams. Had my little meal. It's just before 1 o'clock, and I do need to iron the pieces. The back piece and the front piece are going to be face to face, so right sides facing each other, and I'm going to clip these at the shoulders. And I'm going to sew it across on the shoulders. Shoulders are attached now. I'm just going to press these seam allowances flat. Okay, the facing is all attached. I'm just going to press these open. Forgot to mention that I did make a mock-up of this dress already, and the mock-up seemed to be okay. But you never know. I'll show you what the mock-up looks like. And I'm just going to align the seams and then the little notches. And then I want the shoulder seams to line up. So I'll take it to the machine and sew it all the way around. just came to see this. I'm coming back for this fabric. Or this. Ooh, this one's nice too. I think I'm coming back for this. This will be on sale when I come back, but I'm not getting it today. Found my zipper, and now it's time to go. Got the zipper, and would you know it, it's a perfect match in the color. Now it is exactly 3:08, and I'm going to overlock the edges of the sleeves, and I'm going to attach these together like this to form the sleeve. I'm also going to set the zipper in place. It needs to be opened up, so I need to open it like this, and I'm going to iron it and add that on, and then proceed with adding the arms to the dress. So I'm going to do all of that right now, and I'm going to time check in once those steps are done. Again, overlocking the sleeve, setting the zipper in place, and then sewing it on. It's 5:15 and I just finished the zipper. This thing did not go as planned, but I fixed it up as good as I'm going to. I didn't sew it all the way to the top because I'm gonna put a tie here, and I didn't want it to go to the top. It's not exactly even. I think this part needs to be folded down further, but I'm not worried about it because I'm gonna put a tie. Yeah, so this is all done now, and all I have to do now is attach the sleeves, and then I can move forward with the next parts. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. I'm timing how long it's gonna take to put the sleeves on. I'm starting right now. All right, it's 6:34 and the sleeves are on. I had to fix one of the pieces, so I had to go back and make an adjustment, but they're on now. This is reminding me of like an old school bridesmaid dress. Of course, I'm going to put the overlay on top, so the base of the dress is pretty much done. I'm just going to try it on. All right, today is Tuesday, February 25th. This is the time, about 8:37. I start work today. I was off work yesterday, and I start work today at 9, so I have 20 minutes to work on part of this dress. I'm not going to be time stamping anymore because I'm just going to do this as I can throughout the night, or in the next 20 minutes, and then throughout the night. All I'm going to do is place the overlay on top of this. I'm gonna get the dimensions or the measurements from the shoulder seam down to this side seam, and then pretty much straight across, and then up the side seam here, same way up around here, and then I'll have extra material here that I plan to tuck around. But what I did create though last night is this very long bias tape, I guess you can call it. It's made from the leftover fabric. I made it about 1 inch, and then I attached 3 strips to make it this long, and then I put it through my little bias tape maker this way, and it came out this end, and I ironed it down. I'm using glue. I have this glue right here, this fabric glue. sewing with a tube, a unique stitch. I top stitched this part down into the shoulder seam. I'm going to cut it along the border of the embroidery piece, and then I cut it down, and then I'm using that bias tape that I made, and I'm gluing the overlay in between the bias tape. That's what I'm doing now, and I'm just showing how I'm doing that. It is Wednesday, March 12th. It's a little before 9. I just have a little bit of time where I'm gonna put a hem in this dress. So I have it pinned here. I just rolled it 2 times underneath. And I'm just gonna make a straight stitch all the way around to hem it.
Though this couldn't be so, as through the French window he could see light from upstairs shining.
I don't want to take away any of the length, so I'm just going to use this material strip to go around the sleeve. And then I'm going to add some embellishments from this overlay by gluing it around the shoulders, like around here, and on the back neckline. I didn't even have to do a gathering on this because it naturally did this. It pulled it in, which is what I want. And I'm going to sew this now straight onto this little strap piece that I'm going to use to go around the back of the dress. And this is just going to add a little bit of decoration to it. I wrapped it around. I kind of clipped it and then let it go around, and then I clipped it again. This is just the border of the mesh material or the sheer material. And here's the pink thread that I'm going to use, and just grab a needle and get to work.